Hey, this is Dave with Wearing Media, and today in the outdoor kitchen we found some leftover Halloween candy, so we're turning it into the perfect couples dessert: Churro Bites and chocolate-covered strawberries. Hey there! Got an interesting one for you today. This one should be fun. Time for us to make a dessert out here in the outdoor kitchen. We don't usually do desserts, but I found some of this leftover Halloween candy, and that's getting a little mushy. We throw it in the fridge for a minute. Okay, so we got our stuff to make we got our water here, milk. We're gonna boil all this first. Start off by putting this butter over in the pan. We got a pan over on the flat top. Don't need that. Oh, why did I do that? I just moved the glove out of the way and then touched the butter with my hand without the glove. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so I'm gonna turn this camera on up here so you can follow along with me. But for right now, I'm just putting this butter into the pan. That's over on the flat top. Try and get the rest of this butter into the pan. So we're in order to make these churros, first thing we're gonna do is melt the butter. Ah, there we go. Got that camera on for you. We're gonna melt this butter. We're gonna melt our water. This was a 1/4 cup of water, and I got a 1/4 cup of milk. We're also going to add in our vanilla extract. I'm gonna put in a 1/2 cap full here. I guess that's what, like a teaspoon? 1/2 teaspoon. That's my kid. You can hear a lot of my kid again today. This is a family couples dessert. My wife said she'll make an appearance too, so that should be interesting. The first thing we're gonna do is just melt all this together. Or I'm sorry, we're gonna keep this going until it's boiled. All our wet ingredients. Make sure my oil's on. Clean up a little bit over here too, so that you're ready for everything. These are easy to make. If I can do it, you can do it. All I have, I don't know if anybody knows this, but all I have is restaurant experience. Worked as a line cook at restaurants when I was younger in college. And now I'm just in a position where I do more of the cooking at the house. So we built this cool outdoor kitchen, and then I figured, oh man, we're all in quarantine. Might as well make a YouTube channel. So alright, we're gonna let that, all those wet ingredients, the cinnamon and the almond, we gotta let them boil. Get the last of this butter here. Whoa, watch out, egg.
Whose Nemo is that?
My son got a cool little Nemo toy. He's been digging on it lately. You wind up the tail, put it in the water, and it swims. And then he goes, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So we're gonna use this side over here to melt some of this chocolate. I don't know if this is gonna be too hot. I'm gonna test it on. We got a bunch of these Hershey's because nobody wanted the Hershey's from Halloween. So I don't know why. I think they make delicious s'mores. You do all kinds of stuff with these Hershey bars, but everybody picked out the Butterfingers and all the other stuff, so they left us with a bunch of these Hershey's, and I had 2 Almond Joys left. So we're gonna add those in first, but I don't know if this is gonna be too hot or if I'll have to get a double boiler. So we're gonna try this first. I'm gonna try and just melt these down onto the flat top. But so look, we're looking for a nice boil over here, and I think we're almost there.
I heard Emma coming home. Did you hear her?
So we're gonna mix all this in. Mix all the wet ingredients with the flour, and it's gonna turn into like just a big ball of dough. And that's all you need. But I don't know about this chocolate. We may have a learning experience today. You may watch me fail miserably on this one.
I think this was too much flour. turned into.
It's supposed to be like a ball. It's supposed to be tasty.
It is pretty pasty. I guess you add the.
And then when you let it set, do you put all the butter in there?
All of the butter?
Yeah, you're supposed to put all the butter.
There's only 2 tablespoons, I thought.
No.
Oh. Well, hand me the rest of that butter that's in there.
That's half.
It's in the fridge.
What about this butter?
Oh, that's it. My
That's
fault.
the rest of the butter.
This you're supposed to do all this butter?
All that butter.
Oh.
I also have.
Alright, so apparently I missed out on about 4 tablespoons worth of butter. So I guess I needed 4.5 tablespoons of butter, and that's why this isn't really doughy. It's a little floury still. So while talking to my wife, let's mix this up. She came in and saved the day on this dough. I would have had to start over. I didn't know I needed that much butter. I don't usually do desserts in the outdoor kitchen. Usually I grill. So this is a learning experience. I'm learning along with you. We're just rolling with the punches here. Yeah, this is looking good. Yeah. All right, that's what we need. Okay, so the chocolate though, the chocolate is not looking so good. So we're gonna regroup on that. We have to let this dough sit for 5 to 7 minutes anyways. So we're gonna let this dough sit. That's exactly what we needed. The dough's looking good. We're gonna add our eggs in next, but we're gonna move this over and we're going to regroup on the chocolate. We're gonna get a double boiler and we'll be back. So we got the double boiler going over there, and now I'm gonna start mixing my eggs in. You're supposed to do the eggs, well, we got the water boiling for the double boiler. You're supposed to do the eggs one at a time. And we let this dough sit for 5 to 7 minutes. So I'm mixing all this eggs in. I'm gonna mix these eggs in one at a time. You get to watch me do that. If you don't want to stick around for that, you can fast forward a little bit, but I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna show you how long it takes to do all of this. And you want to keep doing these until the eggs are well incorporated. It's just to be a big old pile of dough again. It's just a ball of dough is all you're looking for. So keep stirring until the dough has absorbed all of the egg. That's a good way to describe it. So I think we're ready for our next egg here. Crack that guy in. Throw this one in the way in the compost pile. Keep a compost bin back there for all the stuff on the herb wall. I don't really grow a lot of food over on the herb wall. I just grow like oregano and thyme and stuff like that. Stuff that I can use in my cooking. Dill. These things, more spices than anything else. But we're just mixing all the egg in here. We're making sure it's well incorporated. And again, like I said, you move on to the next egg. You move on to the next egg when this one is well incorporated. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. Spread out there. We're gonna move on to our last egg. Crack this bad boy in here. Throw that eggshell into the compost pile. Right. We're gonna mix this guy in. Spilled a little over the top there. My fault. Not perfect, you know. Definitely not perfect. But I'm gonna try and do my best. Listen, when this end result comes out, you're gonna be like, man, these look delicious. So if you make these on like a Sunday afternoon, or you could even do a morning. They're almost like donuts. Don't worry if you make some mistakes, man. Just move on. Put my glove on here so I can spoon some of, make sure to get some of this mixture off of the spoon. We're almost done with this. We're gonna start loading this into a piping bag pretty soon. Let me show you my mistakes here. This is what happens to chocolate if you leave it on the flat top. Not our expected, not our best result there. But we're gonna do better. We're gonna do a double boiler. So I'm gonna keep mixing this up. That's almost ready. It's not completely done, and there's still some egg on the outside. We're gonna keep mixing. It could be incorporated a little bit better. You know you're done with this when all of the egg, there's no extra like egg yolk sticking out everywhere. It should just be like a nice dough. And then we're gonna take that banana that we had, and we're going to do half of this banana flavored and half of it regular. So I'm gonna portion off this first half, and this will be just the regular. And then we're gonna move on and put a smashed up banana into the other one. So we'll have two different flavors of Churro Bites. There's that side. And here's our frozen banana. So it has to be really, really ripe, and it has to be mushy. We pulled this out of the freezer. My wife saves these to make banana bread. Delicious, delicious banana bread. Maybe we could do one of those for a video coming up. But we're gonna take the rest of this other half, and I have a half a banana here. I don't want to overpower it, but look, it's real ripe. See how like it smushes on its own. Don't want to overpower the churro mix. I would put the whole banana in there if I was doing the whole recipe banana flavored. We're gonna add, our water's almost boiling over there. We're gonna mix all this in. We'll be good to go. So once that water boils back there, I'm gonna take a metal bowl and put it on top of it and do a double boiler. But until then, I'm going to mix all this up. So as you can see, I am just incorporating the banana into the dough mixture. And that should be good. And we're just trying to make it nice and even. It looks good. We're going to get some piping bags and load this stuff into the piping bag so we can start frying them little bits at a time. And then we got the double boiler we're about to get going. We got a whole bunch of extra Hershey's, so we'll keep going with the Hershey's until we get that going right. And there's our double boiler. So I'll be back. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and add our chocolate into our double boiler. We just have a little metal bowl sitting on top of the boiled water. I'm gonna start with my almond joys. There's one, and here comes the second one. Wow, get that wrapper out of there though. So now we got some Hershey's. These were a little bit melted beforehand. It's Florida. That's what chocolate does in Florida. Add our second one. So this is gonna be a little time consuming. I'm gonna maybe fast forward this video a little bit so you don't have to watch me add all these. I'll let you know how many I get. Stir these up. I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need way more Hershey's, but when that almond joy melts down, it'll be a nice, delicious pile of chocolate with a little bit of coconut in it. Get my wife to start stirring up here. She's gonna work on the chocolate. She's the dessert and baker in the family. I'm more of the griller, the outdoor cooker. So all in all, after we got this in and we added 10 of our little Hershey's things to our 2 Almond Joys. So that's looking pretty good. That chocolate, I'm gonna say, is almost done. We got it nice and melted. The heat isn't too hot. You don't need a ton of heat, and that's why it burnt over there. That's why we got a nice reminder of why not to go too hot. But this is done, and that's what the double boiler does. It gets you some heat without burning everything. All right, so this chocolate's looking delicious, and all this is 2 Almond Joys and 10 Hershey's. Little fun snack size ones left over from Halloween. So I'm gonna spoon this chocolate in here. So we have our dipping chocolate. Oh, spilled a little bit there. Get the rest of this. And we're gonna take our strawberries and just dip them in here. And they'll set up nicely on its own. You could put these immediately in the fridge if you wanted. I'm probably gonna eat them pretty quickly. I don't know how long they're gonna last. So we're gonna dip these strawberries in, leave them off to the side. And then as you can see over there, my wife has been using the bag, the homemade bag, to dip and cutting off the ends of it to fry up these Churro Bites. So we have some that are done already, and I'm gonna add some of the cinnamon and sugar mixture. Spin those around, and that's it. All you gotta make sure your grease is at about 350. Fry them until they're just nice and golden brown like this, and you're good to go. It's way easier than it looks. If I can do it, you can do it. So there we have it. Got our delicious Churro Bites, some with banana. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Pull out my wearing media phone here, grab some of my thumbnails. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe at home and enjoy cooking. Make some delicious Churro Bites.